When dogs pull on a leash this much, it can be frustrating and it can even be downright dangerous. This is Millie. She's an awesome dog. She's super friendly, but she pulls on leash a lot. She came to us for a 1-week board and train to get a handle on this problem. During this video, I'm going to show you our entire leash training process from start to finish. Like a lot of dogs, Millie started on a flat buckle collar, which don't work very well. The first thing I'm going to do is acclimate her to a prong collar. All right, you already saw how wild Millie is on leash with her flat collar. Lots of pulling, lots of choking herself, lots of coughing. It's not safe and it's obviously not great training. I'm going to go ahead and acclimate her to a prong collar. Now, every dog is different. First, I'm going to show you how to put this on. So we go up and around the neck. You can see here as I go to put it on, it's too loose. So here, if I were to put it on like this, I can get way too much underneath. That means she could get her paw up underneath there. It's not very safe. So what I'm gonna do is take one link out and now check the fit. Much better. It's still, a little bit loose, but it's much safer than the way it was before. Now, if your dog was very nervous and they have fear issues of everything in the world, you could even just put the prong on and let them wear it for a day or two on the walk to really slow down the acclimation process. That's generally not needed, but it is an option if you feel like you need it. What we'll do with most dogs is we'll just go ahead and clip it on, and I want to ease her into feeling what this feels like. So notice we're no longer on the path by other dogs, because what happens is when she sees other dogs, she lunges as hard as she possibly can, and you saw a little bit of that earlier. If she does that on this new collar, it's going to feel different. It might scare her, it might spook her. So I want her to get used to feeling this in a calm environment. So once again, dog dependent. If your dog is really wild, you could do this in your living room or in your backyard. We just chose a quiet section of the park. Right now, come on, Millie, I'm just going to let her be free. So I'm not going to give any corrections. I just want her to feel the collar and kind of feel it tighten, feel it loosen. And we're not going to do, hey, Millie, hey, come here, good girl. We're not going to do any training until she gets used to it a little bit. Hey, Millie, what do you think? So now every dog's different. Come on, Millie. Hey, come on. You can see she's hot from all the leash pulling she was just doing. Hey, good girl. Now this process can take anywhere from a minute to 20 minutes, just depends on the dog. Here she's getting used to it a little bit. She doesn't show any signs of stress with the new collar. You can see it tightened up a little bit there and no issue from her. Once we see that they're able to handle it, they can feel a little bit of tension and we're not gonna have a problem, then we can start some light training. And as I start my light training right now, I'm not gonna go on that busy path. I wanna start practicing the heel command here. I wanna walk straight. I wanna do my left turns and right turns in a calm environment before I go back to where we were earlier. Millie's been doing great so far. If she wasn't doing great, we have a few tools or tricks we can use. One is we can hook the leash up to both collars. So sometimes what we'll do is just do this, hook it up to the cloth collar and the prong collar. And what it does is it lets them feel the prong collar on, hear the noise, but the cloth collar is stopping it from, fully engaging. So that's one thing. Sometimes we'll use 2 leashes. So you can have a leash on the cloth collar and a leash on the prong to ease them into it. That's pretty excessive for the average dog. Not many dogs need it. But if you have a dog who really hits the end of their leash and then kind of freaks out from either excitement or stress, it can help a lot to have those either hooked up to 2 collars or to 2 leashes. Since she's doing well though, we don't need that. I'm just gonna go ahead and start right now working on my turns. So I'm gonna tell her heel and I'm gonna work back and forth here. Once again, calm environment. And I'm not looking for perfection as much as easing her into this collar, making sure she's doing well. And then of course we can start asking more as she kind of earns our trust and as it's an appropriate distraction for her. Millie, heel. Come on, buddy, heel, let's go. Good girl, Millie, heel, come on. So tugs should always be a quick little tug. Millie, heel, come on, Millie, heel. And so right now, like I said, I would love perfection, but I'm not gonna get it, right? That'd be a pretty unreasonable expectation. Millie, heel. So all I'm doing is I'm just trying to get her better, right? One step at a time. Come on, Millie, heel. Come on, there's a girl. As you do this, definitely want you thinking about just your general leash skills. You're gonna make mistakes and you're gonna see issues with your leash skills because the dog is making it a challenge, right? They're gonna pull, they might jump, they're new to this. Millie, heel. But I want you to really focus on not being tight on the leash. So we should never see the prong collar up like this. It should always be down and loose. Come on, Millie, heel. Quick little tugs. Millie, heel. Millie, heel, heel. And right now at this phase, we're trying to make it easy on Millie. There's a time and a place for distractions. 2 days from now, I'm gonna be walking right by bikers and joggers and other dogs. Right now, that's not appropriate yet. Millie, heel. I just want some good controlled leash walking in a calm environment. Millie, heel. Hey, heel. On the left turn, you can see I tell her heel, and if she's ahead of me, I just give a little tug straight back and tell her heel. The idea is just to slow her down. Millie, heel. And now picture you're walking down a trail, and there's a dog coming to you, or 5 people or a bunch of kids, and you need to gain control of your dog. Millie, heel. Left turn is a really good option to be able to turn in front of your dog and go back the other way and get yourself into a new environment. So we practice lots of these left turns. Millie, heel. And I'm trying to pivot on a dime. Picture yourself doing this on a sidewalk. Come on, Millie, heel. You don't want your left turn to have to be this giant, huge, kind of sloping turn. The goal is you can just pivot right in front of them. Since the left turn is going well, I'm gonna try some more right turns. Millie, heel. Good girl, Millie, heel, heel. There you go, so lots of praise. Oh, Millie, heel. Come on, heel. There you go, what a good girl. Millie, heel. Come on, good. Millie, sit. Great. So that was great for now. We just did a little intro training session. She's doing well on the collar. She's doing well in this environment. So now we're gonna get some water, take a break, and we'll get back to it. This is Millie's first attempt at passing a dog with the training collar on. You can see I use a little trick here we call the 45-degree angle. Rather than just trying to pass right next to the dog, I make a 45-degree angle away from them, and then I make a 45-degree angle back onto the trail. It's just a little trick to help ease them into the training process while they're still learning. It's been 5 days since we started training Millie, and she has made a ton of progress. Check it out. Here we are passing some people on the path. She has some interest in them. That's absolutely fine. I just expect her to be under control. We spent a lot of time passing dogs, and she got better each time we did it. Once again, as you can see here, there's interest. I don't expect interest to go away. I don't need robo-dog. I don't want her to be a robot and ignore everything. I just want her under control. And as we pass the motorized wheelchair, same thing. I just want her to be a good, calm dog and able to maintain composure. Anytime you can find a well-behaved dog to pass, that's great. This Great Dane here, super friendly dog, so we did a few passes in a row just to make some progress. Here we have some people walking down the path. Once again, you can see Millie's interested. She sees the dog. She shows normal curiosity, but she's being a good girl and she's maintaining composure. It's also a good idea to practice walking around large crowds. The Parthenon in the Nashville area is a great place to train. We've put in a lot of effort over the last 5 days, and keep in mind this process is supposed to be fun. You're outside with your dog, you're walking, you're training together, and expect mistakes. No dog is gonna be perfect. A young lab like this is not going to be perfect. They're gonna make mistakes. The goal is you're getting better every day and you're enjoying the process. Thanks for watching.